The monthly market research, so S20 in the process list, is the process that we do every month to keep on top of what our clients' competitors are saying in their ads about their products and services. So it's really making sure that we stay on top of knowing what other people are saying for terms that we're bidding on. Part of the ongoing research also looks more generally at what other people are saying about a particular keyword. So customers, journalists, news sites, that sort of thing. I've split up the process into two sections, so that the first time research is basically the same as the ongoing research, only it includes an extra step. The monthly repeat basically doesn't include the ad analysis matrix. So this video is going to walk you through the ad analysis matrix, which is something that you need to do when you either first set up an account, or when you first add an ad group or a new bunch of keywords that you haven't targeted before. Or it might be something that you do if you're having performance problems in your account and you haven't done it for a while, and you want to see what your competitors are saying in their ads. So there's a number of situations where you can use it, but generally what you're going to do is you're going to jump down to the monthly repeats, assuming that you're doing this for assuming that you've done this process at least once. In the first instance, though, what you're going to do, so you would start at first time research, obviously, and then start 2 documents in Google Drive. So what you need to do, under the correct clients, so in this case I've come into me, but obviously if you were doing this for someone else, then you would do it in their folder. And I've got a market research documents. In here there should be at least 2 documents. There will be market research notes, and then there will be 1 or more ad analysis matrices, which we don't have at the moment, but I'm going to go and set one up. The market research notes, as I'll run through in the monthly research video, is basically a dump of anything that you find interesting as you do your research. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to open the ad analysis matrix, which is template 18, and make a copy. So if I go to Google Drive, go to T018, and that opens up this spreadsheet. The first thing that you need to do, you probably won't be able to edit this anyway, but what you need to do is you need to make a copy. So you need to go to File, make a copy, and then what I would do is I would save this as ad analysis matrix, and then put on the term that you're researching. So just for illustration this time, I'm going to be researching the term motorcycle helmets UK. And now I'll make a copy of this template. The next thing we need to do is move it to the correct folder, because otherwise we end up with ad analysis matrices floating around Google Drive, which is no good because we can never really find them again. So what you need to do is you need to go to File, move to Folder, and then select the appropriate file. So in the correct client, so there'll be a folder called Market Research. If there isn't a folder called Market Research, you need to create one. Don't just save it anywhere. Go to Move. Okay, and then this is a really useful tool when you're setting up an AdWords account or when you're adding new keywords that you haven't previously targeted. So let's get rid of this. Each row in this table is an ad that you're looking at in the search results page. So what you're going to do for the main term that you want to research is you want to go to Google and do a search for it. So I put in motorcycle helmets UK. And so the first one that comes up is Arai Helmets UK. Arai Helmets UK.co.uk. So I'm going to copy the URL into here so I know what ad that we're looking at. And then basically what I need to do is I need to look down each ad and have a look at, does it make an offer? So an offer would be, you know, come in today and buy for £40. Did he talk about features? So features are generally what most ads talk about. You'll find less ads talking about benefits. So benefit is what the feature actually does for me when I wear the helmet. So maybe it makes me look really cool. Call to actions are imperatives. So when an ad tells you to do something, so buy now, order now, that sort of thing. Reason to believe can be things like star ratings, maybe things like good domain names. Sometimes it could be wording in the ad. So if they say that they were established in 1990, then that's another reason to believe what they're saying. And then make a note if there's any voice about the ad. Quite often there won't be a voice, but sometimes you get an ad that, when you read it in your head, it has a particular style of speech. So just keep an eye out for that. The big difference is if you were to put this ad in one pile and all the other ads on the page in another pile, what would be different about this ad? So keep an eye out for big differences. And then the keyword presence is just making a note of whether the keyword is present in the title, in the description lines, in the URL, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and do this. So we've got Arai Helmets UK, 5-star dealer, £100 PX offer. I don't know what a PX offer is, but I'm going to put that into the offer section. Features are that they are a 5-star dealer and that they have over 500 helmets in stock. I don't really see a benefit of this, so that's going to be blank. Call to action. No, there's no imperatives there. Reason to believe, voice and big difference. I don't think there is a voice. Reason to believe, I mean, the only obvious reason to believe is that they're top of the page. They've got quite a good domain name. They've got, a brand of helmet in their domain name, and they haven't got an exact match of the keyword I entered, but they've got Helmets UK as part of the domain name. So I think that's, that's a positive sign on the reason to believe. So, relevant domain to keyword. And I think the only big difference I can really spot is that they do have Arai in their domain name. So Arai is a brand of motorcycle helmets, like Shark, for example. And then the keyword wasn't present. So motorcycle helmets UK isn't present. Okay, next ad. So basically we repeat that process for every ad on the page. In the interest of brevity, I'm only going to do the top 3 ads just to show you the process, but what you would do is you would work through each ad on the page. This shouldn't take you particularly long. It might take you longer the first time while you get used to the process, but I'm hoping that once you get used to it, you'll be able to work through this quite quickly. So we've got sportsbikeshop.co.uk. So they're saying all in stock, free next day delivery, I assume. So they got 4,000 plus in stock. I still maintain that saying that something is in stock is not a particularly great feature, because I kind of expect it to be stock. I expect it to be in stock if they're running ads. If I was to click on this page and see that it wasn't in stock, I'd be pretty annoyed. You'll notice here that they've got an advertiser rating 4.9, so they've got a very good advertiser rating. That to me is a big reason to believe. So 4.9 star advertiser rating. They've also got use of site links here. So this is the only ad on the page that does make use of site links. So that's certainly a big difference. Site links can make a big difference, by the way, to your click-through rates, because it just means actually that this ad takes up more real estate on the page than the top ad, and there's 4 times as many things for me to click on, or 5 times as many links for me to click on, than compared to just having the title to click on. So the big difference here is that using site links. There's no call to action. I don't really see any benefits. There isn't an exact match of the keyword. Okay, so next we've got bikestop.co.uk. Okay, so these saying up to, so this I generally think that this is a lot better, is better to some degree. So they're saying, by way of offer, they're saying up to 40% off a Rye helmet. So that is a specific offer of a specific brand of helmet. That's worth writing down. So they're saying up to 47% off Rye helmets. Incidentally, that's the second time we've seen a Rye helmets crop up, which tells me that a Rye helmets might be the sort of thing we might want to promote on our store. Visit our shop or buy online now. So there's 2 calls to action there. So we've got visit our shop or buy online now. The fact that they're saying visit our shop implies to me that there is a physical store, which, gives me another reason to believe that they're a credible place to buy a bike helmet. I think that's largely it, actually. So they're saying that they've got a sale. I always question, surely this ad's been running for a very long time, and that there's always a sale on, but you never know. So that's what you do. So you need to go down each ad and fill in the matrix. Just having a quick look at these, I'm not going to fill in a spreadsheet, but we've got Amazon here. This isn't really a competitive ad, this is a generic ad. So, Amazon uses that, low prices on products, free UK delivery on eligible orders. They use this ad for all sorts of products. I'd be tempted not even to copy that one in. Bikers bargains. So again, we've got a Rye in there. Huge discounts on all Rye helmets. We won't be beaten on price. So, won't be beaten on price would be the feature. And then they're making an offer of huge discounts, which again isn't very good, because it's not specific enough, because I don't believe it, because it's not a specific discount that they're saying. We've got fowlers.co.uk. Is your helmet tough enough? See our range that suits all pockets. So we've started to allude at a benefit there. So the benefit of it being cheaper is that you have more money in your pockets. So that's something that they're alluding at. I don't think they've done a particularly good job of it, but it's another approach that we haven't seen with the other ads. Once you've gone through this, it should be quite apparent where the holes are, and it should be quite apparent what you might be able to do or say to make your ads stand out. So in most keywords that you research, you'll find that most of the ads say very similar things. They'll say, large range, in stock, next day delivery, free delivery, get 50% off. They'll all say the same sort of thing. It might be different things and different keywords, but once you, the reason this is incredibly useful, and what I hope you can see, is that it then becomes quite obvious what you need to do in order to plug the gaps and really make your ads stand out on the page. That's all I'm going to say for now for the first time research. I would do the ad analysis matrix for all of your major keywords. It should be a fairly quick process, but I think it's going to be quite useful for when you then come to generate ads later on. The only other thing to do at this stage is, if you are doing AdWords on behalf of a client, you obviously need to make sure that you understand the client's proposition very well, if it's not actually your product. And then beyond that, we're going to move into the ongoing monthly research process. So please go ahead and watch this video here.